Hi guys, just wanted to have a quick chat to you about the results of the other day's vow of silence. Very interesting concept, never done it before. Massive learning experience, really huge learning experience. For those of you that don't know, I decided to practice my listening skills by keeping quiet for a certain period of time. I started at about 8 o'clock in the morning and managed to last till about 5:30. Hell of a lot harder and challenging than I expected. Communication is quite a challenging thing when you can't talk, and silence and lack of communication are two completely different things, and I learnt that quite interestingly, that even without speaking there's still sign language and thumbs up and trying to get people's attention with clicking fingers and all these sort of things. And I learned that it's hard to just sit there and listen. You actually want to prompt answers and say yes or no or don't know or something like that. And then from the other side, the frustration in the other people's around me, their frustration levels sort of fluctuated between anger and happiness, in the sense of it became playful when they learnt they had to ask questions and change the way they ask questions if I could only give a yes or a maybe. And then at times it would frustrate them because it would take longer than they expected to actually get to the question. A great part of the experience was just listening to Nick talk and hear the enthusiasm come from her voice. And when questions would actually pop into my head, how interesting it was that in the past I would generally throw those questions out and want to get them out there because I need to know more information, or I thought that I need to know more information. What I actually found is when I was sitting there listening, she would actually answer those questions in her discussion. So I was preempting what she was going to say and preempting questions. So possibly by throwing those questions at her, I'm breaking her train of thought, which isn't necessarily allowing her to communicate in the way that she wanted to. So really interesting aspect. From my perspective, enjoyed it, but also became frustrated. And when I said I only lasted till 5:30, got to a boiling point where I felt like people weren't paying attention to me because I wasn't speaking, I wasn't verbalizing, I wasn't getting their attention, and it took us a few hours to get around that, and we sat down and spoke about it in great lengths. There was arguing, there was heated discussions, but came out of it the other end, and I'm really enthusiastic to want to try this again. I want to get to the point where I have 24-hour vows of silence, and it's not about not talking, it's about becoming a better listener, but it's also getting in tune with communication styles and understanding what people are interested in doing. And I'm very I'm very auditory. So speaking and listening are two very important communication styles for me. So this has been an awesome experience, and one worth trying with your partner or husband or wife or whoever it is. But and even the kids. Imagine giving the kids the opportunity to talk as much as they want, and how well would they handle it if you didn't talk back or if you don't speak to them. But if they understand what you're doing, makes a lot of sense. There is frustration levels, but it can also be really enjoyable. But I'm definitely going to do it again. So if you see me and I'm not talking to you, that might be the reason. It's not that I don't like you. I've now got a card that I carry around with me, and I show people if they don't understand why I'm not talking. So if you catch up with me and see that, I'll probably show the card if you look in confusion, but I'll play around with you first to see if you get it on your own. But have an awesome day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.